Hey everybody, I'm just going to do a little walkthrough example of how I use Google Forms to give assessments. Starting with a Google form, I would decide what type of question I would like to give my students. They have a variety of options like short answer, paragraphs, multiple choice, checkboxes, drop downs. So you can custom build your assessment depending on what type of questions you would like to put. Now, for simple questions that have an immediate answer, you can essentially set the assessment up to self-grade, which is really cool. However, if you have open-ended questions, obviously you would have to grade them manually. So I'm going to show you an example of how I've used a little bit of a hybrid of both. This is an assessment that I gave the kids for chapters 4 through 6 of Lord of the Flies. I have multiple choice questions. Again, I've already assigned the answers, so for those questions, they can be easily graded through the system. Here also is a drop-down true and false, which also can be graded by the system. As I get down to the bottom, these are open-ended. So of course, when the answers are all put in, these would be the questions that I would be manually grading. The way this looks on the teacher's end is like this. Again, you can edit it and fix it to be however you'd like it to be. What's really awesome is using the responses tab here, which gives you a summary for the entire class. It kind of breaks it down depending on which question it is. It gives you information about frequently missed questions to give you good feedback on how to update your assessments in the future. It gives individual student scores, group scores by question. So it's a really cool piece of formative and summative assessment. You could break it down by question, but I really like to use this individual tab, especially when I'm grading. So I would choose a student, or you can use this button too. You would scroll through their questions, again, some of which are already graded for you because you set it up like that in advance. As you go through, you can see which ones they have correct and incorrect. And then down here, if you have open-ended questions, you would be manually grading them. So the way you update their grades is by adding the grades into the system and then hitting save. All data is then transferred to a Google Sheets document. So you have a timestamp of when each student finishes. You have the student's name and email address. You have the individual student's score. And again, these look a little low, but remember, it's only grading the questions that I've predetermined the answers to. So again, this is very common for an assessment that would have open-ended questions. You can see how the students did in each individual question, which is really great. Okay, and it just kind of cuts the grading time down, and it also makes it very accessible for you to get on any device. And that's about it.